This is Mistakes in the Making.
Hi, I'm Michelle McGregor, and I'm here to talk about mistakes. When Christopher asked me to come on the show again, and he mentioned the topic of mistakes, I knew immediately what I wanted to talk about. I'm really thrilled to have the opportunity to share the mistakes that I made in my graduate program. So this is an episode for all of the actors out there looking into graduate programs. I was very, very lucky to have been accepted to the Yale School of Drama. And as a lot of people know who are looking into graduate programs, it's a really great program to be accepted into. And what I can tell you as somebody who did it all wrong is there are better ways to go about your graduate studies at any school than what I did. So my first piece of advice for those of you considering MFA in acting is to treat your graduate program like you are a professional actor. I'm sure this is common for other graduate programs as well, but I'm just going to keep it to acting because that's what I know. I went to Yale thinking that I was a student. And I was really excited because I am a really, really good student. And I thought, wow, like I'm going to get to go study, Chekhov and Tennessee Williams and Shakespeare. I'd done no Shakespeare before Yale. And I knew they were really big on Shakespeare. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool. And I'm going to be around like 15 to 16 other people. And, they're all going to be as dorky as I am. And we're just going to talk about plays all day and blah, 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 blah. And what I did was I treated the program like a student. And I was a very good student. And one thing that any person getting their master's can tell you, whether it's acting or, political science or chemistry, graduate programs intentionally give you more work than any human being is capable of doing. They intentionally overload you with assignments and things to learn and things to do and goals and things to achieve than anybody has time for in a day, even if they never slept. And this was a really new concept to me because I am one of those people who's always, I do it all. I'm like almost a teacher's pet. That's how I approach my work as a student. And it killed me. I mean, it really nearly killed me. And if I had it all to do again, knowing what I know now, and this is why I'm so excited to share this because I think, oh man, there's got to be another, actress out there, maybe in college, who's like, wow, maybe I'm going to go to grad school, who maybe I can help. Because what I really wish I knew is that I'm there to be a professional actor. I'm really not there to be a student. Yes, I got amazing training, and inevitably I learned a lot, as anybody would who's attending a program like that. But really, what a graduate program like the Yale School of Drama offers you as an actor is the opportunity to network, a real 3-year bubble of opportunity to meet real professionals in your field. And I was just like, couldn't care less. I mean, I didn't look people up, when we had guest teachers, when we had directors, when we had shows coming in at the Yale Rep. But, I was so focused on my studies, because in my mind, I was there to become a better actor. I thought, okay, I'm a really good actor. And now I'm going to this amazing school. And at the end of this, I'm going to come out just, unbelievably adept at my craft. That was all I was there to do. And it was a huge mistake. I mean, I wouldn't change anything for the world, right? I'm very grateful for what I learned and where I am now and the choices I've made. But if I had known what I know now, there are so many things I would have done differently. And that just mindset in general would have changed everything, that I'm really here to be a professional. It would have changed everything. I mean, everything from what I prioritized. I would have prioritized my health over my work. I would have prioritized my sleep over that 7th play that I was trying to read. And I would have put more pride and confidence into myself as an artist and as a professional actor, knowing that I'm around some of, our world's greatest writers and directors and other actors. And that was a real opportunity to get to know them and have them know me, that I pretty much completely blew. So that is my biggest piece of advice. Do your research, know your teachers, know their careers, know your colleagues, especially the writers and the directors that are in the program. These are people that you have an opportunity to really get to know, and you guys are all learning together and you're failing together and you're reaching goals together. But all it takes is a simple look at somebody's Instagram or Facebook page to say, oh, like, I saw you're from Austin. Tell me about Austin. I've never been. Like, what's the theater like there? I mean, that's networking. It's as simple as, people really love to talk about themselves. So I wish that I had not had my blinders on my craft and had my lens open to all these amazing people that I was getting to meet and had the opportunity to network with. If you're still listening, they're very likely maybe considering going to, graduate school for acting. So you may want to know some of these things too. Very simple, small things. Pick your battles. Okay. I was like, okay, I went to Yale, right? I don't think Yale let a woman on campus until, I'm not even kidding, 1969, maybe, really late. So for me to go to this, little bubble of New Haven, Connecticut, and I felt my status drop immediately. And I would go to New York and I would, kind of regain my, my sense of self. And I'd come back to New Haven, I'd get off the train and I'm walking towards, the theater or my apartment. And I just felt my status draining from me. And I'm like, what is going on here? And it's like, okay, Michelle, this is not the time to fight the patriarchy. This is not the time to call out, misogynistic or sexist practices in, your school's, way of doing things. And that's who I am. I've always been someone who, hey, I'm a part of this community. I'm a student here. So this is not acceptable. This needs to be brought to people's attention. And it's like, actually, Michelle, you didn't have to do that. You don't have to save this problem because you're actually here to do something else. Now, I don't want to discourage people from doing the right thing, but I think you get what I'm throwing down there. Focusing on relationships over homework. It's advice I never thought I would be giving, but I'm telling you, it really is. Fight for the lead roles. You have to speak up for yourself as a professional actor and point out what you're seeing. Hey, I just noticed, this person just, played their 3rd lead and I've still been supporting. When's my lead coming, right? Because that is your right. At certain programs, every program is run differently, but certainly at Yale, and I know they've made more of an effort to do this now, the casting is all up to the department. So you really have to speak up for yourself if you're seeing discrepancies, because you're not auditioning. They're just choosing and say, hey, I came to your school. You better give me a lead before I leave here. That's what I'm paying for. Although Yale's now free. Yale's also now officially the David Geffen School of Drama at Yale. So now it's completely free for everybody, which it was already basically free when I was there. So that's awesome. The showcase is everything. And I know this to be true about any graduate acting program. All the teachers will tell you showcase doesn't matter. Showcase is at the end of your time there, your last semester, you'll fly to LA or you'll fly to New York and vice versa. And you'll get 2 scenes. You'll get, 2 minutes in front of basically the industry's most, a lot of the industry's agents and managers and casting directors. And they'll hardly give you any time to prepare because they don't want you to get in your own head. But a lot of the faculty will tell you it doesn't matter. It really matters. So you really have to fight for yourself there as well. That showcase is it's a really, really valuable opportunity that not a lot of people get to get in front of that many people. Sorry, I just realized I said get, like they always made fun of me at Yale for saying get instead of get or whatever. And I just like, oh, now I'm doing it. But, you don't get that opportunity in life to show what you do to that many people that are that high up in the industry. So it really does matter. And you're allowed to know that and plan for that. Put your health first. I was fatigued I went straight from college to grad school, and I had a horrible insomnia in college. And I came to Yale with that insomnia and was in a program that was running us literally, 12 to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. And it really broke me, and that insomnia I could not get a handle on. That led to a horrendous depression, which led to, psychotherapy, medications, which led to almost psychosis. Like, grad school is not the time to get healthy. You've got to be healthy and then go to grad school, because otherwise, whatever issues that you're having, whether it's medical, whatever it is, it's going to compound upon itself, because grad school zaps up 24/7 of your time and energy. So please give yourself that break beforehand if there's some issues that you need to get a handle on, especially your health. So yeah, I think that's my advice for everybody. Keep gossip to yourself, keep negativity minimal. There's a difference between going to a program with an opinion and having colleagues that you enjoy discussing with and critiquing work with. There's a big difference between that and getting gossipy and getting cliquey and getting, pointing, ooh, that person's better than this, or that director of this. Like, it's so not worth it. So these are all the things that I wish I had known when I went to grad school. Yes, being a student is like the most fulfilling thing in the world, but you're a student when you're there no matter what. So don't let yourself get too hung up on, oh, I'm there to learn, I'm there to be a student, and really see this as the opportunity that it is, which is an opportunity for you as a professional in an industry to meet and network and work with a lot of people who make up the future of the industry that you're entering. Thanks, Christopher.
You've been listening to Mistakes in the Making. If you have your own mistake that you've made while in the film industry and you want to let others know so they don't make the same mistake, reach out to us at contact@bonsai.film and we'll take it from there. You can also reach out to us on social media at _Bonsai Creative on Instagram and Twitter, and you can search for us on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Bonsai Creative. You can also visit us at our website, where we have industry insights and links to all of our podcasts and so much more at www.bonsai.film. And thank you for listening.